Okay, Reggie. A couple days ago, it was the 25th anniversary of the Tupac and Outlawz album, Still I Rise. I know you had a hand in the creation of that. So I wanted to get your thoughts, if you could tell me a little bit of the backstory about how that album took place and what it was like working with the Outlawz and, dealing with Suge and Afeni at that time, if you don't mind.
Creation part, let me just say this, because people always want to put it like Reggie Wright tried to claim back during the time when Pac and Suge was around that he was in the studio. I was not in the recording studio when they did the lyrics, okay? But as far as the putting the album together and getting all the paperwork right and all that, yes, you're 100% right, John. Okay, y'all. This is what really happened. And Noble was over there, and this is what I told y'all earlier, how he just lying, making shit up, or have a different recall. Glad his boy Edie, his road dog, pretty much clarified it. If y'all haven't listened, if y'all go over there to his channel, shout out to Edie and what he's doing over there on his channel, because it is growing. I've been noticing the numbers is getting up, and he's doing a great job, in my opinion, of telling Tupac stories, definitely when it concerning making other albums or, putting the albums together. And Edie was very instrumental, even after Pac's death, with working with myself and the estate as a representative of the state to making sure everything would get done. So shout out. Okay. Fatal says over there on the Galo show channel, so he made it seem like Afeni was the one mad at Fatal and didn't want Fatal on the album, and they were trying to fight for him. Edie, on his channel, cleared up. And I said, no, that ain't what happened.
Okay, Reggie, we always talk about sensitive topics, and in particular like Diddy and stuff like that, and it just kind of reinforces how important it is to have a good lawyer. An injury could bring you millions of dollars if you have the right team on your side. That's why I'm proud to bring Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They have over 1,000 attorneys in all 50 states ready to help you if you get hurt. Your injury could be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan don't settle for lowball offers. They fight for every dollar you deserve if you become their client. Just recently, they achieved some significant verdicts for their clients: $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer, and $26 million in Philadelphia, which was over 40 times the highest insurance offer. With Morgan & Morgan, there's no upfront costs and there's absolutely no fee unless you win. It only takes a few minutes to log on the website and see if you have a case. If you've ever been seriously injured, your case could be worth millions, and you're just a few clicks away from seeing if your life could be changed. It's easy to start your claim now. You can go to forthepeople.com/bomb or scan the QR code with your cell phone's camera in the corner right now.
We were all mad, meaning the Outlawz were mad at Fatal at the time. For whatever reason, I don't know the politics behind that. It's on Edie's channel. This ain't Reggie Wright making it up. That they didn't want to put him on there. And so they removed Fatal from the album and put Noble on there. That's how I fucking remembered it. So when Noble was saying that, I was like, what the fuck, Noble? That you was put on there because you signed. Reggie Wright gave. And their manager, G, shout out G, don't know where you at, but you a good dude, always like G. He was like their quasi manager. That I think he was related to Edie or something like that. But Big G was a good dude. And I remember them coming up to the office. And I gave each one of them a check for $25,000, meaning Noble, Moo, Castro, and Edie. Those were the only four that was ever signed to Death Row. And Suge, that was the only way Suge told the mama and them that he would let this album come out as an Outlaw album, even though we call it Tupac and the Outlawz. It was supposed to be considered an Outlawz album because Suge didn't want that album being counted as the third album that y'all always talk about, but we'll get into that later. And so they made it a Tupac Outlaw album, even though it was supposedly been an Outlaw album. Fatal was never offered to be signed to the group Outlawz, even though I know Tupac made it Outlaw. We got Storm being Outlaw. We got my boy Wack Deuce being Outlaw. We got Sean, what's Sean's name? Nutso being an Outlaw and people like that, right? But the 4 members, just like the Dog Pound thing, got all these guys call themselves DPG, but who's the Dog Pound? Really? Daz and Corrupt. It's pretty much how the situation is with the Outlaw. So it was just those 4 dudes on the Outlaw album. Now, when Tupac was around, I would say Fatal and Storm would be the ones that we know that rap on songs, and Big Psych that were considered Outlaws. So I don't know why. I guess it sounds good over there on the show, making it seem like, because he didn't want to be and say, hey, I was just put on there because, they wanted Fatal off the album. That's the truth. Just tell the truth. It don't sound bad. Y'all wasn't fucking with Fatal at the time. Y'all had him taken off the album. And they put your ass on the album. That's the truth. That's what happened. So, and Big Psych was on one of the songs on the, I think it was Letter to the President or something like that he was on. That came out on the Outlawz album. So y'all, man, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this rewrite history going on between y'all. Because maybe since you figured Mutau, you're going to try to kill his credibility. And then, Edie's your boy. Fatal and Gaddafi's not there to defend themselves. They're not here to defend themselves anymore. Big Psych, I don't get it, Noble. I don't know why you did that. Why you saying that? But shout out to Edie for having enough guts to come on, clarify it, and be like, hey, nah, brother. And I know all y'all brothers. I still don't get what's going on between you and Mutau. Hopefully by the time this segment air, y'all be doing something together, clarifying it, because I do know, I did hear that Mutau was over here in the States. I heard he was in Philly or something a month or two, at least a couple of weeks ago. Y'all get together and clear this up. But, bro, come on. The real y'all is there were some issues with Fatal. People were still mad. It was something behind the jury stuff. I told you a long time ago when we told that jury story. I told you, I think that was just, you can wear my shit. And then those niggas came up with the story like he was giving the jury away. Niggas don't get it. He was just letting them wear, letting them shine. I told y'all, I cleared that up and said that, but I ain't getting into that. The state never went after him or anything. And so, hey, shout out to him. Yasmin made her $1 million off of the sale of something that her son left her. Shout out. They got enough money. And Yasmin do deserve it. She deserve every penny of what she got. So, but, I don't know, y'all. It's some rewriting the history going on, y'all. But the real, and all I'm going to say is Fatal was taken off. And I even think Gaddafi was taking off some of the songs. If he might have been on some, I don't know, don't remember. But it was mainly because they, as a group, made a decision to do it. Because we didn't care. We just knew whatever songs came out, they were going to be signed to Death Row. It wasn't going to be signed to Amaru. That's all we knew. That's all we cared about, or it wasn't coming out. That's how Suge was then. That's how Suge still is now. Yeah, they can sign whoever it is, as long as they can sign it. They sign it to me and my publishing. And I don't even think he even required a publishing deal from them. Not 100% on that right now. I don't even think he required that from them. But he definitely required that they be signed to Death Row. And they were. And so we even let them do some more songs and stuff. We flew them in. I tell you, the only thing bad I really have to ever say about the Outlawz, those are some nasty motherfuckers. They were nasty. Oh man. I still remember I went into this house that we had rented for them that they were staying in. Beautiful house in Tarzana or Encino, one of the two. Beautiful, man. First time I seen a white man cry. This white man had leased this house out to us. He called me over and we came over there and he had me walk through the house. Like, they gotta go. Look at my house. Look at my house. Look at my house. Look how they doing it. It was dog shit all in the house. And yeah. But other than that, I have no problems with the Outlawz, to be honest. I'm keeping it real. But they some nasty motherfuckers. Don't let those young niggas live in your house. They tore that man's house up. I think the cleanup bill to get that house back restored, and y'all gotta remember, we talking 97, 98. I remember cutting a check to that man for $36,000, $37,000 on top of the deposit. And I always laughed at that. Like, boy, those some nasty motherfuckers. How did they have females over there? But peace, bomb first.